Good morning students and welcome back to our online classes of third standard. First of all, students, I want to tell you that I am very pleased to meet you. I don't know about you, but here I am feeling very happy to meet you once again. So students, first tell me one thing, that have you completed your previous work? If not, then you have to complete it right now in your fair notebook. Previously, I was telling you to complete your work in your rough notebook. But students, as we are moving further, you have to write all the question answers that are related to the worksheet. You have to write it down in your textbook, and about the question and answers that you have to write down in your fair notebook. So, have you understood now? So, students, now we are going to continue our next syllabus, means our next lessons. So, students, if you have just recall yourself, then you will understand. If you remind yourself, if you think that the previous lessons that we have learned, the first lesson, that is living things and non-living things, and the second lesson is our body system. In that lesson we have learned the 8 type of body systems that function differently in our human body. So students, today we are going to start a new lesson, and the name of that lesson is the respiratory system. Lesson number 3rd. The name of that lesson is respiratory system. So in this lesson, students, first we are going to learn the definition of breathing. So students, if you remind yourself, we have previously learned the meaning of breathing. Breathing means to inhale and exhale. What is the meaning of inhale? Inhale means taking the outer air inside our lungs, and exhale means the air that is present into our lungs that we throw out of our body with the help of the nose. That is the meaning of the exhale. So students, first, have you understood the meaning of breathing? First you have to tell me, have you understood the meaning of breathing? So, the first thing here, we have learned right now the meaning of breathing. Breathing. The process during which air rich in oxygen, air that is rich in oxygen is taken in and the air that is rich in water vapor and carbon dioxide. Oxide is given out is known as breathing. So students, you have to listen carefully to this definition. Breathing is the process during which air rich in oxygen is taken in. Means the air that is full of oxygen, that is rich in oxygen, we take inside into our lungs. And the air that is rich in water vapor and carbon dioxide is given out. The air that is present into our lungs, we just throw it out. And that air is full of water vapor and carbon dioxide that we give out. And this whole process is known as breathing. So up to now, have you understood the meaning of breathing? Simply you have to understood that breathing means to inhale, means taking air inside our lungs, and exhale means throwing out the air that is present into our lungs outside the air. Understood? Out of our body with the help of the nose. So this is the definition of breathing. Now students, we are literally going to see the meaning of inhale and exhale. Next point we are going to study the meaning of inhale and exhale. Inhalation and exhalation. Second point is inhalation. Inhalation, the process of taking air inside our lungs. Inside our lungs, and this process is known as inhalation. Okay. Then exhalation. Exhalation, what is the meaning of exhalation? As we have seen, inhalation means taking air inside our lungs, and exhalation means giving out the air that is present into our lungs out of the body. The process of giving out of air is known as exhalation. So students, have you understood these two definitions? what is the meaning of inhalation and what is the meaning of exhalation. Now we are going to study the new definition, that is respiration. So one by one I am writing it on the blackboard and explaining it to you so that you will understand it better. Next one is respiration. Up to now you have understood what is the meaning of respiration. That process includes inhalation, exhalation, but literally we have to see the meaning of the definition of respiration that we are going to see now. The process of breaking down of food the complex food food substances means things. The food substances, the things that are related to the food substances with the help of oxygen, and releasing energy. Releasing energy is known as respiration. Now students, I have written this definition. First you have to understand the meaning of this definition. Then you have to learn this definition by heart. Because in exams or in your worksheet, this question is repeatedly asked. So the first thing you have to do is you have to write down this definition into your notebook. And then you have to learn this definition by heart. The process of breaking down of the complex food substances with the help of oxygen. Now students, whenever we eat food, it enters into our mouth and there we break down the food into the smaller pieces or smaller substances with the help of the oxygen, and when it enters to our stomach, it is mixed with the oxygen, and then after the digestion it releases the energy, and that energy is very important to us to do any work. So releasing energy is known as respiration, and that thing is known as the respiration. So have you understood? Okay, now we are moving forward. Now, respiratory system that we are going to see now. Which are the parts that contains the respiratory system? Or you will ask me, ma'am, which are the parts that the respiratory system is made up of? So this I think we have studied in the previous lesson our body system, and in that also we have studied the respiratory system. So once again we are just refreshing our mind, our brain, and revising it again. So respiratory system. If you recall yourself, or if you remind yourself that we have studied this in second lesson, our body system, and it contains nose, windpipe, this is our windpipe, okay, and then lungs and the nasal passage. These are the parts of the respiratory system. Now see, first one is nose or nasal passage. Second one is windpipe. And third one is lungs. So these are the three parts that the respiratory system is made up of. Now students, you have to keep in mind that one breath, when we take one breath, it means it is the one inhalation. When we are breathing at one time, means like this. It means that we are inhaling one time, and when we are breathing out, we are exhaling one time. One exhalation, one inhalation and one exhalation. Now these parts we are going to study one by one. First, nose or nasal passage. Now everyone is having a nose, yes or no? Yes. We breathe in and breathe out with the help of our nose. The outer air goes inside our nose and we breathe in and breathe out. So our nose or the nostrils, the parts, nostrils are the parts of the nose, and they contain tiny hairs. I have told you, or I have taught you previously, that once again I am repeating this. Our nose contains small hairs, and when we breathe in, dust particles or the germs, they get stuck into these hairs, and the filter or the clean air enters into our lungs. Means the air that is automatically filtered with the help of our nose. The air that is filtered by the nose, and the dust particles and the germs, they got stuck into that tiny hairs inside our nose. So in this way we get pure filter air inside our lungs, and we can stay healthy. So second one is windpipe. So this windpipe, there is no need to write down, so I am rubbing this. It is already written over here and I am just explaining it to you. So first we have seen the nose or the nasal passage, and second one that we are going to see is the windpipe. So already I have told you that the passage is connected to our lungs, this passage is called the windpipe. With the help of this windpipe, the air which entered into our nose, with the help of our nose, reaches to this windpipe, and then after that it goes into the lungs. Now see, windpipe. The air from the nasal passage reaches to the lungs through the nasal passage, through the windpipe, and the windpipe then divides into two branches. Two branches means two parts, and then entered into the lungs. Then third is lungs. Now students, lungs are the main respiratory organs in our body. They are the pair of spongy. Spongy means very soft. Spongy means very soft. If you are having sofa in your house, when you sit on that sofa, you feel very soft. So that is the meaning of spongy. So the lungs are the spongy, elastic and bag-like structure in our body. So when we breathe in, the lungs get filled with the air, and that air is very fresh, and the air is taken away by the blood with the help of the air that is carried away with the help of the blood to all parts of our body, and then there it produces the energy, and that energy is very important to perform the various activities, and the air is then used, then given back to the lungs. The air we inhale contains lots of oxygen. You know that for our survival, to live, we need oxygen, plenty of oxygen. So when we inhale, we get oxygen into our body. So a lot of oxygen which is taken in by the lungs into our body, and in our body the percentage of the oxygen is decreases, because our body takes oxygen for respiration and gives out carbon dioxide. So the oxygen present into our body, or that is carried out by the blood with the in our body, that is used for the process of respiration. So the percentage of the oxygen that is reduces, and it gives out the carbon dioxide, and the carbon dioxide is then given out of the body. Students, keep in mind that carbon dioxide is very harmful for our body. So that's why whenever we are breathing in, we need oxygen for respiration, and when we breathe out, we are giving out the carbon dioxide that is present inside our body out of the with the help of our nose. So in this way, we have seen, first we have studied breathing. Then we have studied respiration. What is the meaning of respiration? Then respiratory system. I hope that you can understand my handwriting. And in that respiratory system, we have seen that is made up of nose and nasal passage, windpipe. Second one is the windpipe. and third one is lungs. So one thing here I want to tell you that you will ask me, ma'am, what is the need of respiration? Why do we respire? So answer of that question is all machines need energy to work. So have you observed that whenever your father is driving a bike or driving a car, the car runs only when it is filled with the petrol, because after that when the petrol is filled into that vehicle, car or maybe it is motorbike, then it produces the energy, and that energy is very important to run the vehicle, to run the motorbike or to run the car. So same happens with our body, that our body also needs energy and for doing various activities. If you want to walk, energy is also required there. If you want to write down on the paper, then also energy is required there. So to do various activities you need energy, and that energy is that energy you will get from the food that you eat. So in this way respiration takes place inside our body cells. So you will say that, ma'am, where is that process of respiration takes place? So the answer to this question is the respiration takes place inside our body cells. Now students, one thing I want to tell you, that you have to do one activity by yourself. Whenever you are relaxed, you are sitting relaxed at your home, wherever you are sitting in the chair, you are sitting on the chair or you are sitting on the sofa, and the condition is that you should be relaxed. And whenever you relax, you have to count your breathing, inhalation and exhalation, within a particular time. Particular times means take 5 minutes. Into the 5 minutes, how many times you breathe in and breathe out, you have to count and write it down on a paper. And after that you have to just jump on the floor. You have to stand up and jump wherever you are standing for 5 minutes, and then count your inhalation and exhalation. What is the total number of that? You have to write down and you have to see the difference between them. So you will find that whenever you are doing any physical activity, the inhalation and exhalation increases, and whenever you are sitting relaxed on the sofa, you will observe that the inhalation and exhalation is less. So when you are doing the physical activity, the respiration takes very fastly. So have you understood this? Okay. So now you have to solve worksheet number 1 on page number 30 by yourself, and after completing this whole exercise or completing this whole worksheet, in the next period I will tell you the answers. So I hope that you have understood our new lesson, respiratory system, very well. And if not, if you are having any queries, you can comment me in the comments. Okay. So here I would like to stop. Till then you have to stay safe at your home. So once again, my message to you is to stay safe, stay home and stay safe. Thank you.